What is up, guys? It is EMG here, and today we're going to be going over a market crash team. And in this team, we have 6 team of the seasons, one of the best right wings in the game, one of the best left backs in the game, and 2 insane icons. And not like, you know, an Inzaghi icon, not one of those shitty icons. I mean a legit, solid icon. And the fact that it costs only around 1.5 million coins is ridiculous, right? So obviously team of season crashes happen all the time. Like they happen during team of season, obviously. And since it's the end of FIFA, prices are going to be lower. And since this year specifically, with the World Cup mode, the prices were going to, you know, expected to drop even lower than that, right? Like that was just expected to happen. But with the amount, like with how far it's actually dropped is ridiculous. Like 2 million coins, like beforehand was a good amount, but now like that pretty much just gives you the world. Honestly, it's having that many coins. So with this 1.5 million coin team, we have some insane players in it. So in it, we do have team of season Alisson in goal, Footmiss Munier at right back, team of season Thiago Silva, team of season Benatia at center back, and then the inform Alexandro at left back. In the midfield was team of the season Casemiro, 90 Hullet, and then team of the season Luis Gustavo. And then in the attack was Bale, 87 Del Piero, and then team of the season Memphis Depay. Now, overall, the team did play very, very well. Obviously, you know, it's a 1.5 million coin team, which again, now the fact that it's, you know, we can buy pretty much the world with that budget and have some insane players in it. So obviously in my, you know, you could probably like just look at the team and realize that the attack in the midfield is definitely the place where most of, you know, where like the better parts of the team were. And it's not to say like the defense wasn't really necessarily bad. Like it was obviously solid, but like just the attack, the midfield, at least, you know, with Hullet and then the rest of the attackers, they're amazing. They really, really are. And I do want to mention that I did also switch to a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. So Casemiro was at defensive mid, Luis Gustavo at left center mid, Bale at one of the strikers, Deli P was actually at center attacking mid, and then Memphis at one of the other striker spots. So, like I said, like the defense was kind of the one that kind of struggled more than any other place. Not necessarily Alisson, not necessarily, you know, Thiago Silva or Benatia, but it was specifically Munier, which just wasn't good enough. And, you know, and even if you wanted to, like, you can still try him because he does have an inform, but it's not even worth it. It's seriously not. Like, go buy Team of the Year Danny Alves because he's only like, you know, 170k for some reason. So he would be the one to definitely get. And I know he has high-low work rates as a defender, which isn't, you know, good, obviously. But it's going to be worth it. His stats are just going to be better than Munier's. And while Danny Alves' strength isn't going to be that good, and again, while his work rates aren't that good, it'll still be worth it. Because Munier was just a liability in the back. He was so inconsistent, so bad, that majority of the time I conceded, I got scored on, I could put the blame centrally on Munier, whether it was him running past an attacker, him losing a header even though he's 6'3", him just missing a ball, him getting megged, and I feel like people who are taller get megged more often, so that wasn't good for him, obviously. So yeah, so he was definitely the most liable person, not even in the defense, but just in the team in general. Alisson in goal, he was actually decent. Being a Brazilian goalkeeper, that gives you some options if you want to go a Brazilian team. I didn't really expect him to be that good. He was only like 25k, and I mean, there were some times where, you know, obviously De Gea, Farman would be better, and there were some times that I felt like he probably should have saved it. But then he pulls out these amazing, like, reflex saves, right, that make you want to keep him in the team. And he doesn't really make mistakes often enough to the point where you just want to take him out completely. So, you know, the reflex saves are worth it, in my opinion, which is really good. Center backs, Thiago Silva, Benatia, I thought they were both solid. Personally, I actually really like Thiago Silva a lot. Even more than Benatia, and Benatia was amazing. You know, 6'3", medium high, but Thiago Silva, I mean, I think I'm just starting to really like the players, like the center backs who, you know, are kind of more agile and have really good balance. And Benatia's balance and agility aren't horrible, but, you know, Thiago Silva's like 6 foot, so his agility and balance are high 70s, right? So that's not bad either. But the thing I really liked about both of them, high jumping. You know, they could win pretty much every single header that you would want them to. So that was definitely the highlight of like the center backs, was their jumping for sure. And then, left back, Sandro, we've talked about him a lot, one of the best in the game. I don't really think I need to explain that much on him, so I won't. Defensive mid, like I said, was Casemiro. I actually didn't really like him that much, surprisingly. I put him in a team before, and he was better there. But using him more and more, it just seems like his pace is just more of a problem. And it's not really that bad, right? 72 pace isn't horrible, but I just feel like it's definitely becoming more of a problem. I don't know if I'm just noticing it more. I don't know if it's just because it's more, since more team seasons are out and people are just using that and using more pacier players. I don't know, but it just seems like he's becoming more of a liability. What I would do occasionally is put out Casemiro, take him out, put Luis Gustavo at defensive mid, who would do a much better job. He's also a couple inches taller. I think like he has 78 pace, but shooting, passing, defending, physical, dribbling wise, Casemiro is technically better. But it just seemed like Gustavo was a better fit there. And then I would put Team of Season Caligiuri at that left center mid spot, who I thought was fantastic as a super sub. But I pretty much just talked about Gustavo. He was okay as a left center mid, but definitely needs to be a defensive mid. Much better at defensive mid. I actually really liked him there. He's from Marseille, which isn't great. He's from the French league, which isn't great, but he's Brazilian. He can link up with Neymar. He can link up with Team of Season Fabinho if you want him to. So he's definitely has some very solid options, which is really nice. At the other center mid spot was 90 Hullet, and I mean, he is just amazing, right? Like his pace, he has 88 pace, which is just insane. Like that itself was probably one of the best things about him, was just how fast he was. He can shoot, he can pass, he can dribble, he can defend, he's physical, he's again 6'3", high medium work rates, 5-star weak foot, 4-star skills. He's literally like the perfect center mid. And there are a couple things I've actually noticed was his height, him being 6'3", and his defending. Those two things kind of coincided occasionally, because with his height, he would be able to kind of lunge and get a tackle, or slide and get a tackle, where someone who was 6 foot 5'8" or something wouldn't be able to get to. So that was really nice. And then again, that pace. Finally, in the attack, we did have Dele P at center attacking mid, and then Bale, and then of course Memphis Depay at the 2 striker spots. Del Piero at center attacking mid. Again, another 5-star weak foot guy, and you guys know again how much I love the 5-star weak foot. He's amazing with that. He has high medium work rate, which I personally like more than medium. I take that back. Medium at cam is good, but medium at striker isn't. So it kind of would just depend where I would put him. Since I was putting in at cam, the medium work rates, which his prime card has, were probably better, but I mean, it wasn't even that really big of a difference. The pace was nice. His shooting was definitely the best part about him, I thought, along with the 5-star weak foot. His passing was a little off. There would be times where I just wanted simple through ball pass, and he would just pass it straight to the goalie, or just send someone just an A button pass, and he would pass it a couple yards behind him. And also his balance wasn't really that great. It's not good in general, but I could definitely feel it when I was trying to make these quick turns. So finally, at the 2 striker spots, Bale, I've talked about a lot. He's just a really solid striker. You put him at center attacking mid. You can put him at one of the center mid spots as well. But I just really like him at striker, just because he is physical. He can jump. He can shoot. The 3-star weak foot does kind of hinder him a little bit, but not as it doesn't come into play so much to the point where you want to take him out. But I would say Memphis Depay, Team of Season Depay, easily my favorite player in the team, which actually, not easily, but probably my favorite player in the team, even past Del Piero and Hullet and Thiago Silva. He was amazing, because he has 94 strength, he has insane shooting, insane pace, insane dribbling, insane passing. He can do literally everything. His 3-star weak foot feels like a 4-star weak foot. Like, I would feel confident shooting on 3-star weak foot, because it felt like it was a solid 4, occasionally even a 5. He hit a couple of long shots with that 3-star weak foot of his, which surprised me, because I just wanted to test it out, and it paid off big time. So that's probably going to be it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you do have any suggestions for any other teams, let me know, and I'll try to do that for you guys. But like I said, that's going to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been DMG. Peace.